Rancor's Brothel presents The Big Sleep. A Cthulhu Mythos 5e adventure.
Punch Nazis.
It's a great way to start a game.
There better be goddamn Nazis in this game now for us to punch.
We did discuss that, I think, when Flynn was out. Or maybe not. Petersen apparently is incredibly religious.
Really?
He's Mormon.
Yeah, he's Mormon.
Which I didn't realize.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
But he also wrote, like, Doom and Call of Cthulhu and a whole bunch of really metal stuff. So, like, Sandy Petersen continues to be my hero.
He's the
being-
most
Like,
metal
is he
Mormon of
full
all time.
on weird underwear
I'm not
Mormon?
sure if
I
that
think so.
far, but yeah.
I don't know because I've not asked him.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe.
like, it's one of the things that I realized that I've never heard him swear or speak an unkind word. And I'm like,
He's
drink a
very, very
Coke.
like. He's a very, very calm like speaker. Like,
he's a very calm speaker.
I've talked to him a couple of times at Gen Con. He's a very nice guy.
Oh, no, he's a very nice guy.
He'll answer any question you got.
But it just cracks
Also
me up.
wrote Doom, like
Yeah.
pretty fucking metal.
Right. And Call of Cthulhu is, like, you would think that it's, like, it's such an he's such a cool, interesting person.
Yeah.
Like, I like that.
His brain works in a way that is incredibly intriguing.
I would agree. It's just like Doom is impressive. Like, I mean, you don't see a lot of the writing from Doom, but like the concepts like are solid.
Yeah. It's free on Game Pass right now, the original. Anyway, where do the three of you like to go? You're kind of either hanging out outside of a mountain or you're going back into the mountain.
Which did Lucas not prep for? And that's what we should do.
Well, when I
Trick
ran
question.
when I
He
ran the
didn't
game
prep for
last
either.
time, I am well prepped for going back in the mountain because I basically already ran it, and going outside of the mountain is what I'm prepped for now. So, what do you want to do?
What's my third option?
We
Go
turn
into
the
Crystal.
recording off and keep punching Nazis.
Okay, we commit seppuku.
It makes this game really easy.
Realistically speaking, though, how long?
Problem is with 5e is you got to roll to hit every time. So you rolled a one.
I like the
You rolled a 1 on that giant die.
No, I just grabbed like 8 dice and I rolled a 3 separate shields and a health symbol, a 2, an 11, an 8, 5, 97, 1, and a 4. So,
If you're trying to commit seppuku, though, if you get a 1, and usually most failures end in bodily harm, does it just mean you stab yourself somewhere
accidentally
else?
heal yourself.
I think you stabbed the person beside you.
Yeah.
You committed seppuku for someone else.
The point is, it takes an hour and a half.
Troy's now dead.
Takes an hour and a half to hurt yourself in this game.
No, realistically speaking, like the way you described it from the last episode, like did we just meander the fuck down some stairs and like found our way through the pass?
No, you guys walked out a passageway through which you are facing. I believe it's essentially south, toward the kingdom of
Essentially
Yetive.
south, or
Toward
is
the
it south?
toward the kingdom of Yetive.
Like, we went into this place. There was an up and a down.
Yeah,
we went up.
Right.
Then there was like a left and a right. We went right or left, whatever.
Correct.
And then we came to the 3 old fuckers and then found a way out. So I'm like,
There were 2 exits from that
yeah.
main room, and you took one, and that's the one that.
Well,
you
and
went out.
that's what I'm saying. Like, did we walk for like 4 days to get out, or did
No.
we walk like 10 minutes?
No, it's literally like there are 2 exits from this big room at the top of the mountain, left or right. You went
Okay.
one. You went one way.
Because if it realistically is not that hard for us to backtrack
Absolutely, you
and
can.
look at the other way, then I feel like it's worth seeing what else is there. Like, it's sort of like in the, when you're playing the video game and you're like, oh, this is clearly the route to the next level. I'm not 100%ing it, but it's not that hard to turn around and walk back. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can go back if you want and go out the opposite tunnel from you within that main chamber.
Yeah, I feel like we should continue to explore the area unless you guys are opposed. We killed the 3 big bads.
And took their stuff. That's what I wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Which does take an hour of attunement, so you'd have to rest an hour to attend to it if anyone is wearing or using a piece of it.
Did we forget that literally when we were just talking about Doom, my character continues to scream, rip, and tear, right?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with attuning to things.
You don't wear armor. You rip and tear.
I'm not saying you had to. Anybody could wear that armor as long as they can wear medium armor.
They better catch up then.
It's chainmail, so whatever.
But as far as we had a going up the stairs, going down the stairs choice. We went up.
That's where you found the council room, yeah.
Right. Have we explored everything in the up except for this other direction out of the chamber? I thought there was another way we could have gone earlier.
There was a down, you went up.
Right.
There was a down when you first walked into the mountain.
That's
There
what
was
I'm
a
saying.
down or an up, and you went up.
Please display for me a 3-dimensional orrery of exactly the position and orientation of all of these chambers.
Yeah. When you guys walked in, there was a down and an up. You went up.
He's flipping him off. It's rude.
That is rude.
Because it is an audio podcast and they can't see.
Thank you.
Continue to make visual jokes, you dipshit.
I will constantly
Somebody's
harp
finally been
on
here
you
long
about
enough.
that every time.
If you've clicked on this YouTube video, you are sorely disappointed for visuals.
It's still a blank screen with a logo.
It's not a blank screen.
I guess it's not a
displays
blank
the
screen.
logo.
You're fair. What do you want to do? Do you want to just go across the other side of the council room and then work your way down? I don't care. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
We want to find
hear
out
any
what's
meowing?
going on.
You do not.
Good riddance.
Wow.
I'll bring you back in a minute.
Here, kitty.
So let's go the other room first.
Although
across
you
the
were-
council hall. The opposite crevice in the council chamber leads out to a ledge jutting about 20 feet from the sheer side of the mountain, like the prow of a stone ship. It's a drop of about 500 feet to the steep slopes of the mountain below you. At the end of the ledge stands a monolith of black obsidian, seemingly sprouting from the naked rock. Part of the monolith has been formed into a natural lens. Appears to look like a lens. An actual
Yeah, we got it.
piece of glass almost.
Do I see any cultists at the bottom of the cliff? Like flowing into the mountain?
I don't know if it's on that side or not. It would be a very, 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 very far. I mean, based on the map, it's on that side, but based on how high you are, there's probably clouds and shit in your way. You probably wouldn't actually see them.
I'm going to drop a rock off the edge anyway.
Sure. About 500 feet down, it lands. I don't know if you actually hear it or not. Cause
I
don't
hope
know
I hear
physics.
somebody sputtering down there.
Yeah, probably not. It's gonna roll down the mountain and cause an avalanche first.
I was going
That's
to point to
even
you as
better.
being, I presume, the most intellectual of the party to, like, see what the lens does. Is this, like, the Eye of Sauron or some shit?
I wanted to start my avalanche first. So,
Is this Sandy Peterson's pensieve or something? Like, what does it do?
let's try investigation. Let's see here.
Roll me and investigate.
That's a 27.
It's a 6 on the die.
Good thing he adds 21 to it.
Actually, I ended up with a 13. Any good?
Right. I was going to give you a 12 DC. You would assume this is probably something that would require magic to see through.
I also have that. Let's see.
If you have detect magic, I can tell you what kind of magic it is.
Don't you have detect magic?
I do.
Does identify count? I do have that
no.
spell.
No, it's different. That's identifying an object.
I will do it as a ritual, so I don't have to go
That's fine.
waste a slot.
It's enchanted with divination. As it should be.
Shocker.
Divination. I go up and touch it.
Cool. It kind of vibrates when you touch it, You feel a little unnerved.
I placed the cat on it.
You feel a little unnerved by it. Roll me a wisdom save for a fear check.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
You're good.
20.
Yep, you're good. You kind of shake off this like essential feeling as you step back and you look up. You see, what's left of the city that you have left behind, and the mound of rubble, smoke, still burning fires, smoldering bits, dead bodies, creatures of unknown origin, and Sathagwa at its center, looking larger than he ever has.
Hey, bro, is that Bokrug?
He's been eating well.
Appears to be slumbering right now.
That froggy piece of shit.
He just had Thanksgiving and is now sleeping it off. So I just get a picture of old man going to sleep in the ruined city.
You see that thing sleeping. For people at home, there's a giant Sathagwa figure on the table right now.
I don't have to worry about that. That's on the other side of the mountain. Way over there.
It's actually a couple of days away from you. I mean, the city is... It was like a 2-day walk to get where you got here. To the mountain. But yeah, he appears to still be there, and in Radavaz, what's left of Radavaz, and yeah, there he is.
So that's what I saw. Should we go downstairs?
You guys aren't seeing it, but this is what he's telling you. He sees.
So he touches it. He sees a thing, but we don't see a thing.
Yeah, he touched it. He saw it.
Mirror, mirror on the balcony.
You also see countless swarms of formless spawn and misshaped flying creatures converging on the mountain from the direction of the city.
It's a hellmouth now.
Hmm.
Where's Buffy when we need her?
I'd rather have Doomslayer.
And I don't mean like, here's 3 or 4 creatures coming your way. These are massive swarms of things.
If we're going to loot, we better loot and run soon.
Neat.
I touch it.
You see the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me a wisdom check for fear, though.
Not great.
Yep.
Wisdom. Is it a check?
It's a save. Sorry,
Save.
it's a wisdom save.
11.
Yeah, go ahead and take 1 fear on your chart there for now. What would you like to do?
Think we can shove it off this plinth?
I was kind of.
The joke was going to be, I would like to
Contemplating
make a check, and then he would say make a wisdom, and then I would say no strength. That was the joke I was going to.
Well, if you touch it, you see it. So it's basically, it's like a flash almost.
How?
So
How
make a
much
wisdom. You can
ground
make a
is
wisdom
underneath
first,
of
and
this
then a
thing?
strength check if you want to try to push it off. That's fine.
I guess I wouldn't necessarily know that I was going to do that. I should probably pull up a character sheet.
That's also a good idea.
Here's a question, though.
Yeah.
How much ground is actually underneath of the plinth?
Not much. It's at the edge of the ledge that you're standing on. I would say you got, I don't know, 8 feet before they actually hit the edge of it.
I got a shovel.
It's a, I don't know, probably a 12-foot tall monolith.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about the monolith. I'm talking about what's under it. I don't have to touch the monolith. Just
It's
cut out
It's
the
going to
stuff
take a
underneath
really
of it.
long time to dig through a frozen mountain.
Yeah.
How much of a swarm do you want me to hit you with?
I'm not sure if we're going downstairs yet or not, so I gotta
Yeah, no,
occupy
that's fair.
myself somehow.
Totally fair.
So is he foreshadowing the shit coming this way? Is that what he did?
There are swarms of lots of things coming toward the mountain.
Basically, all
You don't
the
see them
nasty
with the naked
stuff,
eye. You see them in the lens.
Yeah.
all that nasty stuff we found as we were exiting the city is now coming this way.
Yes, sir.
How do we feel about going downstairs?
Now that I know that there's a massive thing heading towards us, I feel like if we're not exiting, we should probably like skedaddle.
Well,
We
let's
should
go.
probably move quickly if we're not gonna exit. Those things are coming here, right?
Right.
if you'd like to continue exploring, we should get onto it.
Okay. Your context was confusing.
Fair enough. I realized that I was sort of only half saying what I was thinking.
Like,
which
are
is
you,
not
are you
great
saying
for-
we should leave this place, or we should go downstairs?
I would like to destroy this, but we did kill the people who probably used it, so probably okay.
Yeah. I mean, if all it is as far as we know, is a seeing stone, essentially, then...
I'm okay with leaving.
Would you like to continue exploring, Troy? How far back is it to backtrack and explore? Like 2 hours?
Like down the bottom, towards the bottom of it?
Is that where you want to go?
I mean...
Like on the interior?
But what I'm trying to get at is, if there's a horde of things coming towards us.
Correct.
Our options are to leave, essentially meeting them probably in some halfway measure, or...
The exit's on the opposite
The
side.
exit's on the opposite side. They're coming from where we
in
came
fairness, yeah.
Yeah, the lens
that's
is
fair,
facing
yeah.
the
That
city,
monolith,
but you're seeing
that
behind
monolith
us.
is actually facing the city of Radavaz.
That's fair.
At least in that direction.
It's like a giant spot.
I
It's
would
on
like to
the
repeat
monolith
my-
is on the same side as the way you guys went into the mountain, which is not directly facing Radavaz, but it's facing that area. Whereas the exit where you walked out and saw the kingdom of Yetive in the distance is on the opposite side of the mountain.
Shout out to, I forget who it was, who built the awesome 3D model on the Facebook page, which you should all
That
check
was
out
cool.
the Facebook page. He also has some great chats with Jeff and I. I think he's nervous to post about it in the Facebook group, which nobody should ever be nervous to post in the Facebook group because we love chatting with people who listen to this podcast. But much like he put in the effort of a 3D model, Lucas, I feel like I need a 3D model of what's going on because somehow we were near the backside and walked. So we walked somehow all the way around and are facing a different cardinal direction.
So there was a big room at the top of the stairs that we came in, and there were two exits opposite sides of the mountain.
But mechanically, somehow we are essentially in 180 degrees opposition of the way of those two exits. Because one led us down some stairs to something on the other side of the mountain range, and he's saying this is a giant magnifying glass looking towards Radavaz.
So from what I'm understanding from what he described,
This is why we need an orrery.
we came in through an exit, bottom
Right.
floor. There's stairs going down at an angle, stairs going up. We went up the stairs. There's kind of essentially a loft area.
Go to the group chat.
Which
I just dropped a picture of part of the
has
map.
one door?
I cut out. I erased a bunch of it. But then you can kind of see what I'm talking about. The council chamber is
Correct.
right there in front of
Yes.
you. So those exits are directly across from each other.
That is very helpful.
One of them is facing the direction where Radavaz is.
I really expect maps out of mashed potato in the future, but this is acceptable for now. So yes,
There's something to this.
This means something.
so the stairs downward cut at the 12 o'clock angle and meandered their way down.
Yes.
The sort of other places is at 6 o'clock. So yes, we are on two opposite sides of the top of the mountain.
But to climb those stairs up, it was probably a couple hours climb to get to the council chamber. Easily.
Right. No. But what I'm just trying to understand. So essentially, Troy, we would have to go quite a ways down to explore the area that you want to explore. About how far away is this horde of things that are coming to eat our nuts?
They are leaving the city, so if it was a 2-day walk
We
for
have
you
2
guys,
days.
it's probably about a day or a day and a half flight for them.
We have some time, but we should probably hurry.
Right. Like you could feasibly go to the bottom and go back up and leave before they get there.
Because maybe we find the ability
Maybe.
of some way to collapse this mountain pass while we're down there. I'm not opposed to it. If you'd like to go, I am cautiously supportive.
Yeah. What do you feel? Leave or explore?
I think we got the most important things because we beat the bosses. And probably the rest of the mountain is full of those crystals of obnoxious people.
It's video game talk right there.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I don't have to go back and look at the rest of the chamber.
What's his name?
But I'm gonna.
Soren Saren shot himself in the face.
I gotta
Game
find
over.
that one chest that's hidden up on a ledge, Skyrim.
Don't have to. We're not trying to 100% this.
Elden Ring, baby.
Yes, sir.
But
I can't stand Souls game. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Picked
so
up
sad.
Blasphemous.
Masterpiece.
But
Enjoying the shit out
I don't think we're going to really find any major lore here except for the same old tired song and dance.
I like how even Alex is tired of this bullshit.
I just want to get off this mountain, is all he's saying.
All right,
So, yeah. I think we'll have more fun in the not decimated kingdom that we're about to invade.
We'll reread just because it is a nice little
missed
paragraph.
something?
No, I will reread the description of what you see out the back door, or what they're calling it, the back
Something
door.
you've not paid attention to.
You leave the ancient hollow mountain full of so many crystalline sarcophagi. A narrow path takes you along a ridge of rock toward a shadowy valley between two smaller mountains. Beyond the grassy plains of the kingdom of Yetive stretch to the horizon, promising a respite from the horrors that destroyed Axvane,
The
and you
horrors.
hope allies to help you fight back.
It's the first
The
time I'm hearing
Hooers.
Wait, there's an army of whores?
The Hooers.
God damn it.
Down the mountain you go. A few hours here, a few hours there. It is getting a little dark. You do find a bit of an area that is safe enough to rest.
We go to the next area. It's clearly where you've set up the trap.
You may rest and level up to level 5.
You said it was going to take like forever to level up to level 5.
I wasn't,
It's like,
because I expected you to explore the rest of the mountain.
Well, shit, let's just keep going. Level up.
Take that,
I was like, if we're going to go floor by floor, you'll level up when you leave the mountain.
I didn't even think about leveling up.
I told you to prep for level 5.
When do I listen?
I don't know, dude. It was in a message on Facebook.
That's the worst way to tell me to do
It's
something.
the only way we communicate.
Right.
Level 5, I become a problem.
Schroeder
Everyone
came into
does.
the office today. He's like,
What are you
he's like,
leveling for? You weren't there.
I didn't want to send you a business message, but you'll ignore it.
At some point in time, you wake up to purrs.
Is that a Hooers joke?
No, your cat friend has returned.
He's down one level though, right? You didn't
Sup, turds? I've been grinding. Cultists.
Been grinding mice in the Dreamlands.
I'm level 20.
What do you guys got? 5? Suckers. You guys are level 5. What'd you get? What'd you
Action
do?
surge.
So you what fighter?
I got an extra tech.
Cool.
Extra attack and stunning strike.
Ooh. Alex, you get some spells, bud?
So I ended up getting extra attack, as well as several spells.
Poser.
Everybody get an extra attack now?
It's
Mine's
fifth
an
level.
action surge.
Well, yeah,
Two-
it's slightly different.
To his point, it is 5th level. Getting action surge, which I will use for an extra attack.
So for my class, I ended up getting access to Mirror Image,
Yeah.
as well as Shatter.
Ooh. Oh.
And I also picked up for my level
5.
2 spells at level 5, Enlarge and Heat Metal. Enlarge / reduce. I can do both.
Make me
Alex.
big.
Yeah, make him a medium-sized cat.
He was just debating on which one of us he should use that on. I mean, both have options.
1d4 extra damage. All your weapons increase in size with you.
Big ass paws.
And then the Heat Metal is just a fun one, especially if we're fighting anything that's armored.
Mm-hmm.
I just see Alex asking everyone. He's like, "You survey the room. Is anyone wearing a codpiece? Is anyone wearing a codpiece?
No.
The codpiece is hotter now than it was.
No, Alex has some class. He doesn't always immediately go to dick.
But like, how uncomfortable would you be? You know, you're like hanging out, just chilling.
I don't
and
know.
then-
I've never worn a codpiece, metal or otherwise.
Honestly, I
Weirdo.
could. I would probably either go for the chest plate or the boots,
Ooh, hot feet.
Hot feet be good.
because it's really hard to attack anything when your feet are on fire.
Attack the weenus.
I'll leave that for you, Ghoulie boy.
Can you lick yours? I can't.
I can lick yours.
Don't you have to remove
That's a podcast.
Don't you have to remove a rib to lick your own weenus?
Ask Marilyn Manson. That never really happened.
That's twice now. You're just like tossing out facts today that don't make any sense.
So I picked
Fake
up a
news.
couple of
That was the
things.
rumor in like 2001. I think you were into rib to suck his own dick.
Yes, that was the whole point.
Picked up quite a few things, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you picked up more than these guys apparently.
An extra
Well,
attack is plenty good enough.
Oh, it should be, and it better
You
be.
get like more infusions or stuff like that, probably.
Not till 6.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
6 is different.
Yeah, once I get to 6, I get... So, get that as well as, what was it? Tool expertise. So, any kind of thing that requires tool usage, I get a double proficiency bonus at 6. So, that'll
Nice.
be fun. Breaking all the locks.
You do wake up to find your cat friend back. You may
Where the
Give-
fuck have you been?
all info if you wish of what you've just been through. And yeah, you can tell them what you've been up to.
I'll just kind of stretch and yawn, flick my tail, just suggesting that I've been sleeping.
Show off your butthole and lick it aggressively.
Yeah.
No. Explored a mountain. Found some shit. Being chased by monsters.
It's nothing new.
Not really. Killed some old cultists. I got the sense from, what was that movie? Underworld. When they're like a freaky old vampire in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
pictured when Lucas was talking.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good. I kind of pictured the same thing.
Yeah, I don't remember who that actor is, but
Bill
like,
Nye.
Bill
Oh,
Nye.
yeah.
Not to be
Yeah.
confused with Bill Nye.
Yeah.
Bill,
Nye.
Bill,
When I first heard that was Bill Nye, I was like, Bill Nye's in this movie? Oh, it's a different guy.
Bill Nye from Underworld. Bill.
Bill.
I prefer Bill Nye from. Fuck, I forgot the movie. God damn it.
Made a solid impression
He's
on you.
in,
Love Actually. That's what I was going. Yeah.
He's in Shaun
Is
of
he
the
in
Dead,
that?
right?
Yeah, he's the like singer.
I think I've only seen that movie one time, and that was enough.
Or Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the
For
Oh,
Dead.
he's
most
in Shaun of the
people,
Dead, I know that.
Fucking Philip.
one time's enough.
You've got red on you.
I love that movie.
Who is he? Is he the roommate?
No, he's
No.
the dad. He's the dad, stepdad.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I forgot about the mom and the stepdad.
He's fucking fantastic, man.
All right, D&D.
It's almost October.
What's
It's about
our
time to
next-
start watching shit.
Course of action, Lucas.
Starting fighting with the legend.
I didn't know if
people.
you guys needed the converse or not on mic.
He said he's just been looking at his butthole.
That's right.
I mean, he's a cat. He won't pay attention to anything we fucking say anyway.
Shiny.
It's true.
He's your cat.
No.
Whoa.
That's not how cats work.
Whoa.
He's his own cat,
He's his
thank
own
you.
cat. Jeez.
I mean, if you feed me, I'll be yours. I don't care.
See?
Don't be
Everybody's got a
easy,
price.
Flynn. Don't be easy, Flynn.
Hey, tell me what to
Everybody's
do.
got a price.
Flynn's a slut.
Yes.
I'm a
So is
good
the
kid.
cat.
Who's looking for Kitty?
Did I bang that one cat in the Dreamlands?
Who loves Kitty?
Maybe, probably.
Who knows?
All right,
mean,
it's
you're-
canon now.
Flynn having sex in D&D. Chick.
I'm retiring you
Every
this
campaign you
character.
can get.
I need a new.
What I can do with this character.
I need a new conquest.
I won D&D again.
As you all continue down the mountain, it quickly becomes very steep, zigzags downward. It's punctured by many dark tunnels.
I hop on my shield and write it down.
Link would be proud.
Nice.
Is Sathagwa hanging like 4 titties?
I believe he is, actually.
But like,
Damn.
those are 4 Mormon
Yeah.
titties.
4 Mormon
He is.
titties.
He absolutely is. Yeah.
All right, fellas, here's our goal. We're going to find Sathagwa while he's sleeping.
4
Each
arms,
grab a
too.
tit, and we're going to give him the biggest titty twister.
He's got 4 arms. He can rub
Ever.
them all at once.
I feel like milking Sathagwa is definitely like a weird, like, print on demand book that you could find on
Oh,
Amazon.
yeah. Coming soon.
Flynn's gonna write it when he gets home.
Yep.
Yeah, like 10 weeks before this comes out. Make it a reality.
Yeah.
Eventually, you kind of get to an area where the tunnels are large enough that you can kind of walk through, or you can kind of continue through the outside of them if you wish to zigzag through. It's entirely up to you.
So we're still moving through the mountain then?
You're moving down a mountain.
Right, but we
And the
can't-
tunnels lead into the mountain?
There are tunnels that lead into it, or you can try to zigzag around without going through them.
But
it's
like
up to
they
you.
would lead us backwards, wouldn't they?
Not necessarily.
So into the tunnels we know nothing about, or keep going down the mountain that we know where we're going.
Towards the city.
At this point, you've kind of entered what they're calling the valley,
Right.
which is still technically in the mountain.
I demand an orrery.
So we're
Or mashed
in
potato
a
representation.
valley on a mountain?
Yeah.
I see.
It's a broad ridge.
Ain't no
that-
mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough.
Lucas, what? Just
I'd like
curious,
a plateau
what were
at some point.
What were your grades in geography?
I don't remember.
I mean, I know we've talked about your math, but like,
So what you're saying is we're going down a mountain. We can either go into tunnels furthering down the mountain, or we can go outside of the tunnels furthering down the mountain.
Well, how do we know the tunnels go down if they just go into the mountain?
right,
I mean, they might lead us back up.
right.
I demand the table.
Access was the table.
So,
That's the way it works.
are we able to see Yetive still? Or was that on the other side?
Once you get down far enough below the peak, you don't. I mean, technically, you never saw the city. You're seeing the land that is the area considered Yetive.
And is Yetive where we're going or where we're coming from?
You
Going.
came from Radavaz up
That's
to a
right.
mountain, and now you're on the opposite side of the mountains. In
And why are we
fact,
going to Yetive?
Did I
'Cause
send?
it's the next
did,
place to go.
Did I send you
Okay.
another?
I mean, I'm cool with that. I just didn't know
Hang
if there
on.
was lore.
There's a giant swarm of masters.
There's like
behind
3 kingdoms.
I mean, the most
Yes.
the most compelling thing he said so far is we looked through the mirror and saw that there's a lot of shit following us.
Yeah.
So we want to get away from the ship.
Yeah.
Right,
Hang on.
yeah. That's the most compelling, not Lucas forcing us to go in the direction he wants us to go,
I
answer
know
we've had in like
sent-
2 sessions.
I know I sent this at the beginning of the game, but I will send this map again to show you the land, the area map.
He is ancient, he's the land.
No, DeLand is in Florida. They call it DeLand because it's near the sea.
Under the sea.
But yeah, there's 3 kingdoms. We've destroyed one of them now. And
Now
then
we're
there's
off to the other 2.
3 kingdoms and then sort of
Principalities.
neutral.
Sorry, my fingers in that.
territory.
I was trying to get.
So we're just
there was a
we're
big
just
glare.
essentially circling around until we burn this whole
Okay.
continent.
I'm trying to fix the glare.
I mean, you could literally go to the chat and just look it up.
Yeah, but as you can see, that's true too.
Your finger was in the old one.
But as you can see, it probably was, so we have the same glare. But as you can see, so what you guys have came out of is what is called the Vormittenhorn,
Okay.
which is just, a little southeast of Radavaz, 2 days walk-ish. So now you're basically coming out almost directly south of the Vormittenhorn into the kingdom of Yetive.
Okay, so Yetive is not a place. Yetive is an area.
I mean,
So the
So we're
closest
heading
Both
to
are true.
Doors
Kingdom
Nutcheck
of
or whatever.
Yetive.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Gore's nachos.
Gorgeous nachos.
I want some nachos.
Yeah, I mean, you guys not being from here, technically you don't know that exists, but yes, like there
Oh,
are
I
some
know.
smaller villages and towns along the way.
If only we were up high and able to maybe see it from a distance.
There's a chance that you might see it, but I mean, it's not short. It's not a short jaunt.
It's approximately a 2-day walk if I just extrapolate how far Radavaz is from the.
Yeah, but you had the only way you could see Radavaz from the mountain is through a monolith. You can't see the city from the peak of the mountain.
So, the question is, do we want to dungeon crawl what Lucas has, or are we going to completely avoid it? Are we going to narratively allow Lucas to...
I'm going to
push his-
force him to put us in those tunnels. I'm going to keep going. I'm fleet of foot. I'm going down the mountain, zigzagging.
Are you familiar with Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Lucas?
No.
Flip a coin, Flynn. Come up heads or tails.
Give me perception checks as you guys continue down the side of the mountain. Let's roll dice in this game.
22.
I did better than 22, but I don't know how much better.
I just need a 14 or higher.
Oh, got that on
I
the die.
beat a 14.
Cool. All y'all notice.
23.
You all notice as you have made your way down, winged creatures not too far in the distance any longer, heading towards your direction.
Going to push us in.
Very clearly not birds.
How many?
Storks?
It's hard to say.
Are we talking like
Swarms.
more than 3?
Swarms.
Wait, so they were coming from Radavas. And so they have circled now around the mountain?
They've eagled us. You want to fight a couple of them? I mean, Lucas is going to have just as many of those as cultists, I'm
Make
sure.
our last stand here on the mountain. Oh, go in your fucking tunnels, Lucas.
Well, as you come down into what they call the Upper Canyon, the valley makes an abrupt turn.
Which is not a tunnel.
Technically not yet. The valley makes an abrupt turn to the left, where it intersects with another narrow defile, becoming a steep-walled canyon scoured by icy winds. Cave entrances gape like eye sockets in the walls. To the right, a wooden palisade walls off an intersecting ravine. Its sturdy gate barred with a massive beam.
I need some kind of visual. I can't live like this.
I'll make some mashed potatoes and like Cheez-Its. Can you form some sort of 3D model? It sounds like we are being funneled into these tunnels.
Yeah.
Because the ravine is walled off and presumably impassable.
Presumably, yeah. There are 3. Hang on. From where you're standing, you can see 4 different branches
Of tunnels? Like 4 entrances?
Yeah, there are 4 different directions you could head from where you're standing. Consider yourself on a rectangle. There are, from what you can see, 4 branches off of it. There are, technically one is to the north, which is where you came from. There's one directly across from you to the south. There's one directly to your west that seems to be blocked off by a big, giant wooden structure. There is one a little further to the east and north, and east and south.
Sounds like we need to get under cover from these flying things. So we should take an entrance that is easiest. Is there a place where we could run in and it appears to be somewhat defendable from this aerial menace?
Any one of the directions I've claimed.
Well, one you said had a semi-impassable barrier.
Can you give me the dry erase board and the marker up there, please, sir?
We're going to get a visual.
Well, if I can draw this area you're standing in, then it will give you a better idea of where you're at. I'm not going to draw the whole map. I'm just going to draw the section you're standing in. You're basically standing where that mini is, and those are the directions you're standing.
Didn't he say there were 4 directions? Because I see 6.
2, 3, 4, 5. Well,
what's this?
You came from there. There's a one south.
Okay.
Did I say 4?
We came from that direction, so there are 5.
You're correct. There are 5. My apologies.
What is this?
That's where
you came from.
What is
That's
this?
what. That's the blocked off.
Impassable
That's the
blockade
blocked
where
off.
we can't
Okay.
go to wherever the city of good nachos are.
How sturdy is that? I have grenades.
It's just wood, dude.
I knew I liked you.
Do you guys want to go through the impassable
what
barrier?
direction is this?
We'll call it that way. We'll call it west.
No, see, it's actually important because we're heading to a place.
That is
So if that place is this way, then that's a consideration because those are the opposite direction.
The kingdom of Yetive is pretty almost directly south from the mountain, so
Yeah.
we'll call it west.
Which
That
one's
direction's
south?
west.
so that direction.
That
isn't
is almost the exact angle that this map is drawn. So that's what you're looking at.
Okay.
So we don't necessarily want to go through that blockade per se.
So that would be
Entirely up to you.
southernmost.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the map wants us to run straight across.
Well, from what
so
you can
that's
tell, I mean, you have no idea how that if it curves around.
That's
but
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you're seeing. You're seeing these different holes in the wall.
Well, I did roll a d4 and it rolled a 4, so 4.
How do you roll a d4 for 5 options?
For 5 options.
Well, we were told 4 at the time, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th option is not an option.
So you're headed here.
That's my vote.
All right, well, go
Sure.
ahead.
Okay.
Pick one. You picked one. We scramble that way, away from the... Did we determine what the flying things are?
Swarms.
Swarms of things that are not birds.
Monkeys.
Planes.
Are they close enough down for me to shoot one out of the sky?
No.
Oh. We could find out real fast if I could get one down here.
They have the most incredible D&D armor of all. Plot armor.
That's not a D&D exclusive. That's used everywhere.
If that is the direction you wish to go, that is the direction we will read. You walk into an area. A great outcropping of rock, like the prow of a ship, splits the canyon ahead in two. Both paths leading to precipitous drop-offs. That's an interesting word.
Precipitous.
Is it precipitous? You're correct. Sorry. Ancient statues crowd the upper reaches of the outcropping, badly eroded, but displaying unusual proportions and strange physiology. So what you're seeing is a path that literally splits in two.
Did you use the word physiology?
I did. Strange physiology.
Right, but...
Because that's what they wrote.
I know, but physiology implies
The body.
body parts.
They're
Maybe it's-
statues.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. For some reason, I thought you were still I thought you were describing the cavern at
No,
that point.
ancient statues crowd the upper reaches of the
I
outcropping,
gotcha.
badly eroded and displaying unusual proportions and strange physiology.
No, I got you. I
Yeah.
just, for some reason, I thought you were describing the cavern with strange physiology. The statues
Sorry,
make more
no,
sense.
The statues are
No, you're
strange
good.
physiology.
So we see statues
I didn't follow your
and
cadence of the
two
sentence.
drop-offs.
So you're either gonna head it. Well, so it splits, but there's another option. So you can either turn to if you're facing south, which is kind of the way you're headed. There's a tunnel to your right, or it splits south, going either southwest or southeast.
So now we have three options.
Correct. Thank you all for listening. The Big Sleep was written by Sandy Petersen and Jonah Baumgars. Music by Ian Shannon. You can find us online at rancorsbrothel.com or join in the conversation on Facebook at Fans of the Rancor's Brothel.